Hey, Sugar Plum, Mama's back with a whole new another one. This is the Ugly Resin Artist from craftsaintperfect, and today we are making disaster after disaster. This is two videos in one. Me attempting to make the same project twice. I messed up the first one, and then I messed up the second one. So follow me, Sugar Booger. Now, Mama just poured a little bit of clear resin in those edges, and then I sprinkled some multicolored glass stones in there, and I go around with my stick to spread it out evenly, and Bob's your uncle. You feel me? Now, moving on, I add some pink chameleon powder into the resin, mix it up, and just simply pour it in, and that's just what it is. Now, this is not the same mica powder that I used for the pumpkin in the prior video. It is similar. It is a little more pink. The other one was a little bit more orange. So here we are. I fill up the tray, and then I fill up the jar. And then I just keep filling until I'm happy with how full it is. I go around with my stick around the edges, and then I move on to the leaf. Now, this is a coaster. So the only problem that I had with this whole mold is that the stem. I'm sure you guys can see it if you can. It is coming off the side of the screen. However, this stem was a mess. I sprinkled a little bit of those multicolored glass stones into the raw tray just so that resin could pick it up and it would tie in, I guess, with the edges of the tray. So now I just move on to the ghost mold that I have up there. It's just an extra mold. And I fill it up with the rest of the clear that I have left over. And it has a lot of bubbles in it for sure. And I wanted it that way because it is going to be something else. Now, moving on to the next one. I did another mason jar tray, and then I did the same things. I filled the edges with clear, I painted the lid, I put the multicolored stones in, and then I just moved on to the leaf. Now, I just wanted to ask you guys what you think is better. So one of the leaves, I painted the veins prior to pouring the resin with gold. And then at the end, you'll see that I fill it in with gold once the leaf is cured. So you guys tell me which ones you like better. Forgive the loud sound in my background. It was a truck going by. However, I liked the leaf with the one that was painted on prior. Although it was a little bit of a task because it powder gets everywhere and you are just painting a vein. And we know that I am not the neatest person in the world. So it took me a while to clean it up. However, I did. Anyways, back at the demold, Mama has demolded this tray, sugar, and it is life. Watch how Mama messes this up. And then there is the leaves. They came out great. They don't even look that pink, so they look very fally. You know what I'm trying to say? Whatever that may be, but it looks fally. Look at this jar. Look at it, child. Let me tell you something. That jar was fally. This whole situation is fally because I love fall. It is absolutely my favorite time of the year. And I just wanted to make something extremely fally, and I just messed it all up, sugar. So here we go with the gold. I poured it in a little squeeze bottle that has a needle nose, and I just went through the veins. And let me tell you something, sugar. That's when Mama had to reevaluate her life. Where am I in life when I can't even color in the lines at 48 years old? You understand what I'm trying to say? I need to return back to school, and I need to go straight to kindergarten, and I need to learn all over again, because when I tell you this was a mess, I just went crazy with this gold, just out of control, all over the place, just for no reason whatsoever. Mama was just everywhere. So this video is everywhere. Y'all just got to be able to follow me. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because my attention span is not that long anyway. So if you can follow me, you are golden. Now, here we are going around the tray with the gold. And listen to me. You will not believe that I did the same exact mold twice, but the second time completely forgot to do the edges gold. So just, once again, the out of control just everywhere. Sugar, you can't make this up. When I tell you I can't even blame my funky stomach virus for messing up, mama just messed up. That's just what I do. Now, we all need to get on board with that. I've accepted it. I need you guys to accept it. That's just what it is. When I tell you I was so mad, I sanded the tray after I put a little clear resin on there and sanded a hole into my damn sticker. And it looked like a squirrel ate out of my sticker. Now, you got to be kidding me. You see what I'm trying to say? I thought I was on top of the world. I looked at it. I was like, ooh, won't he do it? Listen to me, sugar. He will do it. However, so will I. I mess up at every turn. Every time he try to do it for me, I mess it up for us. Now, my mama told me don't get too big for your britches. Well, sugar, that's exactly what mama did. Now, the stems on these leaves are still a little soft, and they will be soft for actually a couple of days because they are very, very thin resin, and that resin takes a lot more time to cure. Now, the leaf I demolded, the brown one, that one I painted on the gold, and it came out perfect. I love it. The coloring in, child, it just ain't for me. I don't know what it is. It's just not gonna work. And then here I am, the actual tray is still a little bit soft. So there's that. And then here I go back to trying to color again. I don't even know what made me do this again. I just thought that, I don't even know what I thought. I knew going in that this was going to be a disaster. Like I was going to mess up. Child, listen to me. It was bubbles all in the middle of the stems. And then my little needle point was getting caught in the bubbles and things. Child, listen. Mama had some trouble here. I should have just got a kid to come in, and they probably would have did a better job than I did. Look at this. All this cleanup that I got to do. And it was a lot more cleanup than what you see. It's just too much cleanup to fit into the video. So here I am placing the UVDTF sticker onto the tray. Now, isn't that beautiful? Happy fall, y'all. Now, I just rub that in really, really good, and then I peel off the tape, and it is beautiful. I pour in a little bit of clear resin just to seal in the stickers and the things. And then I go over it with a heat gun and a little more resin, and there you have it. As you can see on the gold leaf, Mama missed a whole vein, sugar. An entire vein, right? Now, I really tried to zoom in so you guys could see all of my mistakes, all of my errors, all of my blunders. This project was truly big trouble in Little China. You understand what I'm trying to say? Mama had some trouble here. So, remember, crafts ain't perfect. And thank you so much for watching.